Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Rocky and Derrick Show. If you like our interviews, please visit our website, rockyandderrickshow.com, and visit our photo and video galleries. Today, we have a new sponsor. Link in the description. Go buy stuff. Today, we're here with
Canion.
And he does.
I am a branding expert and a personal development coach.
Can you explain that more?
Well, I'll explain that to you. What I do primarily is I take people like you who start a business and I help them develop a brand so that they can grow and expand it and get famous and make money. So I do that. And then I coach individuals as well who want to grow to their maximum potential so that they can reach their goals, accelerate the results, and things like that.
How long have you been doing that?
I've been doing it for the last 12 years, and I've been personally developing people for the last 15 years. The branding part of it for the last 12 years, I would help companies who were startups, entrepreneurs, people who had an idea, and I would take that idea from conceptual in their head, and then I would take it all the way to the market and everything in between, put the steps together, the plan together, the whole 9 yards.
So, what do you like more, the coaching or the branding?
Well, I like both of them. Sometimes the coaching is more, how shall I say, it gives me more fulfillment in a sense, because to take an individual who didn't believe in themselves, and now after they've worked with me for 6 months to a year, now they believe in themselves, because I truly believe that creativity in human beings is how we go further. Now, products, services are great, but they change. But the thing about it, if you can empower one human being, you can touch a nation.
Is it possible for boys and girls to do it?
Absolutely. Absolutely. There's some great females out there, a la yourself, Oprah Winfrey, Michelle Obama, males, Barack Obama, and the list goes on, just like this gentleman. But yeah, both of them can do it. There's greatness in males and females.
Has anyone you ever coached been like as successful as like a Steve Jobs?
Not quite Steve Jobs, but they have been very successful. Matter of fact, one of the guys that I coached out of college, he went to North Carolina A&T State University. He just got nominated for an Oscar. For his film just got nominated for an Oscar last month. I was extremely proud of that. He's won. I have another gentleman that I coached. He got a deal with Cartoon Network. So they are doing fantastic things.
I'm gonna ask if you can put me in a show. No?
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Is there other people that works with you?
I have a team of people. On my team, there are 3 of us right now. And each one of us, we have specific responsibilities to help grow our brand. And what I like to do is I don't like to micromanage. I always tell them what we do, everything is about excellence. Everybody get good at your craft. Just like you're an interviewer. You want to just continue to get better at what you do so you can be great at it. So my team, each one of us, we're great at the individual things we do. And when we bring them together, it helps us collectively grow our company.
Do you have a specific company name?
Yeah, well, the name of the company that I'm growing right now, it's called Results, LLC. That's my team. And within the team, I am responsible for the brand development part of it. And then I have other people on the team who do very specific things in terms of the marketing, the content development, all of those things. But yeah, so that's the name of the company that we've created and that's growing right now.
Do you make like CDs and stuff to tell them what it's about?
I do make CDs. Well, people nowadays don't really do CDs as much. So what I do now, I do make audio programs, but I put them in digital files. So we put them up on the internet as opposed to giving them physical CDs, because people are kind of moving away from that a little bit. But yeah, we do digital files. I record all of our content, just like you record your shows. I record our content so that we can put them up on the web so people can consume them wherever they are.
Are you a local coach, or do you like travel around?
I live locally, but I do travel. But now the cool thing is I don't have to travel as much because of technology. I just coached a class last night of 15 people, and I sat right in my office with the computer and with the webcam, and I delivered all of the content just like that. So now I don't have to travel as much. So it's kind of cool.
Do you make books while you're doing the audios?
Yes, I do. Well, I do write books, and I do turn the audios into books. And I've written 5 books. I'm working on 2 more right now. And they'll be released in April, and I can invite you to come to our book signing.
Obviously, I can't invite you to.
You guys can come.
So is your company that you have the group of people, is that where you coach from, or do you have like your own separate company for the coaching?
I have my own separate company for the coaching, but let me explain to you what I'm doing right now. I do build brands, help people develop brands, right? So what I decided to do this year is take what I know, as opposed to helping other companies develop brands. I have gotten with a team of people and we're developing our brand. So I'm taking all of my expertise to develop a brand, and that's where you heard the company. It's called Results that we're developing. Now I do work under my own umbrella and developing other brands. It's the Canion Group. But I've taken my talents and I've decided, hey, why don't I build a brand just like I teach others to do it? You know.
Do you picture yourself doing this in 2 or 5 years?
That's an interesting question. I think what I want to do in 2 to 5 years is scale what I do, meaning take it to the masses in a larger way, but using technology. I'm creating my own conferences. We're creating our own platforms. See, because now the cool thing about it is you don't have to wait on anybody to give you anything. Anything you want to do right now, you can create it yourself. That's just like you all are doing with your show.
Why did you decide to start a company for branding?
Because I started a business years ago when I first got out of college, and I learned a lot of things, and along the way I made a lot of mistakes. I had a lot of failures and I had a lot of successes. But what I decided to do, because I wanted to help other people. They would come to me and say, how'd you grow your company? How'd you get in Black Enterprise? How'd you get in all of these magazines and newspapers around the country? And so what I did was I started teaching people. And all of a sudden I said, why don't I teach them formally to do what it is I've done and what I know how to do? And so I've been doing that quite a long time. And I love it. I absolutely love it.
What's your biggest project you've ever done?
I've done some huge projects. I think the biggest project is the one I'm working on right now, developing the company Results. It's a health and wellness company, and we do health and wellness education, health and wellness membership websites, and we manufacture supplements for health and wellness, all of those things. So it is the largest right now. And probably the largest that I've ever worked on, and it's growing at a very rapid rate.
Did you go to college for like business and finance?
No, I went to college for public relations. But what I was good at was I was good at communicating. I was good at talking to people, and I was good at writing. So I knew that I could talk to people, because everything we do is based on what you're doing now, communicating with one another. Sales is based on communication. So I decided that with my background in public relations, knowing how to reach the masses, and plus I just love selling. I just love it. Love business, don't you?
Have you ever coached any famous people?
Have I ever coached anybody famous? I've coached people who are well known. I've never coached anybody. When you say famous, you mean nationally known. I've never coached anybody who is. Oh yeah, I have. I've never coached anybody who is well renowned, but I've coached a lot of people who are well known though. Well known in their fields, well known in geographically in their area, but in terms of national, international, not yet, but it's coming.
How much do your classes cost?
They range anywhere from. They probably range anywhere from $500 to $2,500. So it depends on what we're actually doing and offering, but yeah, it just depends on the program. But they offer, and then we have elite programs that are over 5,000. So it just depends on what the person needs, what the client needs, what the company needs. So that's where I will say we, at the bare minimum, working with people is normally about $500, but it can go up to over 5,000.
Want to give us a free trial?
Of course, you come to my book signing. Got you.
I noticed that you brought books.
Yes, I did. I brought some of my books just to share with you guys, just show you what I've done. And so we have them here. I've written 5 books thus far, but I only brought 4 of them. I only brought 1, 2, 3, 4. Brought 2 of the same one. So let me just kind of go over them a little bit. I brought this. This is my latest children's book. It's called I Believe in Me. It's for people who are roughly you guys' age, and it's about showing them that things, because everybody doesn't believe in themselves like you are. Everybody's not confident like you are. So I wrote the book to give them confidence, to show them how they can take their talents and do what you're doing, be great at what they're doing. So that's my latest book called I Believe in Me. This is a book called One Decision Away, and it talks to people about how you make decisions in life, okay? Because our decisions are going to take us where we need to go in life, the good ones and the bad ones. So we want to show you how to make better decisions. This book is called Help, My Mind is Fat.
Ooh.
And what this book is, years ago, I was on the TV show The Biggest Loser. That used to be a TV show that just went off. It was a reality show. And I was traveling around the country, and I was making a whole bunch of money, but I was losing my health. And I had gotten up to over 400 pounds. And I used my skill set in branding to get on the show. And when I got on the show, I wanted to take that and what I learned to help other people who were in a similar situation like me. So I wrote this book to help them. And then the last thing is my first book. It's called God, I Ain't Trying to Hear All That. And what this is a book about everything that happens to us, good, bad, or ugly. I feel like God's trying to speak to us. And sometimes we don't want to hear it because we're doing the mundane things of life. So that was my first book I wrote. So I just brought a couple of them so you could see that anything's possible coming from a guy who didn't like to read or write in school.
How can people get in contact with you?
Well, what they can do is they can go to any of my social media at Ken Canion, that's KenCanion, or they can hit me on my website at kencanion.com. So that's how they can get in touch with me.
In your own words, what advice would you give the kids?
I would say that the first thing is to strive for excellence. Be good, be great at what you do. While other kids are playing around, if you want to be a commentator or you want to be a talk show host, be great at it. Keep studying, keep perfecting your craft. So that's the advice I would give them.
Well, that's it for today, guys. If you like our interview, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, comment, and if you want to become a sponsor, go to our website, rockyderrickshow.com. Don't forget about our sponsor. The link is in the description below.